Alright, here we are. This is, let's figure out what they're saying. Determine how many grams of H2, so we're looking for X grams of H2, can be produced from a reaction involving 20 grams of H2O. Okay, so we're trying to find this, and we have this. Well, we don't really have a direct relationship between these two, but let's think in terms of this. If we go from grams, can we figure out the moles of H2O? We sure can. If we knew the ratios here, couldn't we find the moles of H2? That's right. And then if we had the moles, can't we go to grams of H2? So these are all things you know how to do. It's just putting them together can be a little funky. But it's doable. It's with practice. So let's first balance this equation, because look, it's not balanced. Always check. So here we go. 2 H2s, looking good. 1 O, 2 O's. Let's do that. That'll change this to 2, 2. And look at this. For every 2 H2O molecules, we get 2 H2. So it's a 2 to 2 ratio or a 1 to 1 ratio. So that'll be handy for later. So there is our equation balanced, and there are our masses as we're trying to find. Okay, from here to there, to mole, mole to mole. This is the first step, going from grams to moles of this. The second step is changing from one reactant or product to the other, and then the third step is going from moles to grams. Okay. All right. First step, same as the last time, grams to mole. We set up our ratio, 20 grams over whatever we're trying to solve. X moles of H2O is equal to the molar mass of H2O over 1 mole. Units are the same. Cross multiply and divide. And look, this is a conversion factor. See how the grams of H2O cancel? And we're going to end up with 1.11 moles of H2O. Okay? So, looking at the reaction, you could probably do this in your head. It's for every 1.1 moles of H2 over X moles of H2, set up the ratio. Moles of H2, oops, sorry. Looks like I flipped you off. Sorry about that. Lots of love. Anyway, moles of H2O over moles of H2. What's the ratio? Look, 2 moles of H2O to 2 moles of H2. It's a 2 to 2 ratio, which is the same as a 1 to 1. These numbers are the same. So this number has to be the same, 1.11. You see it? Yeah. So look, we just converted from H2O to H2. Easy parcheesi. So let's use that. Now we're in the final step, moles of H2 to grams of H2. Straightforward. Start out with moles of H2 over X grams of H2 equals 1 mole of H2 over the molar mass of H2. Don't forget that it's 2 H's, not 1. It's a common mistake. To solve it, cross multiply and divide. This times this divided by this. This times this divided by this. It's a conversion factor. Those cancel. You can always start here instead of having to do ratios. So it's 2 times 1.11 is 2.2 grams of H2, just about. Okay, so once again, these problems, when you have, this is affectionately known as a mass-to-mass problem, and it's 3 steps, going from grams to moles, converting from moles of one reactant or product to the other, and then going from moles to grams of your product. Okay, that's it.